Blue Swap 2.
Recap, watch the rest of the series beforehand. There's a playlist, link in the description. So Perry and Jasper are still coming to Earth, but instead of with Lazuli, they're bringing a rose quartz. Lazuli's hiding out in the barn.
And why they're bringing a rose quartz is because say they can heal, probably not to extent as our rose can heal, but the other rose quartzes would just say they can also heal to minor extents. So the story plays out the same, except for when Steven summons the shield to save them from when Jasper shoots them with the ship. Instead, Steven uses his water powers to block the blast, which is how Jasper recognizes Steven as Lapis.
More of the same, Steven frees Ruby and Sapphire, and then they fuse into Garnet.
But of course, in this series, Steven already knows about Ruby and Sapphire. So, I don't know, to make it still a special scene, say this is the first time they made Garnet in front of Steven.
Garnet still fights Jasper to Stronger Than You.
But after the ship crashes and Jasper gets out of the debris, because Lazuli isn't there, she can't form Malachite. So instead, she forces Rose to heal her. But even fully healed against Garnet, Blue Pearl, and Amethyst, she's still no match, and they bubble Jasper and Rose.
But Peridot's still on the run, and since they don't have to deal with Malachite, Peridot is their only real concern right now. Side note, Connie still learns to fight with a sword through Blue Pearl with Lapis's sword. And no, Peridot does not kidnap Steven because since Lazuli never talked to Peridot, she doesn't know that Steven can heal, so never kidnap Steven to fix the galaxy warp. But eventually they do manage to catch Peridot, and just for the sake of the story, she still says, "I'm the only one who knows." And then Steven gets curious and frees her. The cluster arc happens the same, but with Perry and Lazuli together far earlier, and there will be kind of awkward scenes with her talking to Lazuli because, you know, she doesn't really see those often on Homeworld as they've all been bubbled. But then, rubies. Hit the Diamond begins the same, but Steven comes out with a golf club instead of a baseball bat.
So yeah, they go play putt-putt golf disguised as humans. And it works for a while until the final hole, where Sapphire gets a hole-in-one. And she's so excited, she hugs our Ruby and spins around and then accidentally fuses into Garnet. Whoops. So the other rubies realize they're gems and then forms the giant ruby and then picks up a plastic windmill you see on putt-putt golf courses. And then it immediately reveals Vidalia and Yellowtail under the windmill making out.
Because common joke is funny.
And then the rubies are going to smash the gems with the plastic windmill until Steven, emotional powers cause the rubies to become unstable and then defuse and split. But then the windmill comes and crushes two of them, poofing Leggy and Army. So then Eyeball takes out her shank and is like, "Where's Jasper?" And everyone's like, "Oh shit, this is what this is all about." And Steven quickly thinks, "She's on Neptune." And then Doc's like, "Why didn't you say so?" And they just gather their two poofed friends and leave. Very gullible. And so, with their knowledge that Homeworld wants Jasper, Steven decides that, hey, Gems, we should, see if Jasper and Rose are reformed. So, we have an episode where Steven frees both of them, and then, they have this whole thing where they try to test, oh, are they trustworthy now? But like during it, Rose is completely fine with Earth and she's reformed. She didn't even really need any coaxing into this, and Jasper wants none of this and immediately runs tail and uses a warp, and then she's missing. So then they're like, shit, what do we do? What happens when the rubies come back? And they're like, we'll find Jasper eventually. This barn's getting crowded, dude. There's 3 gems in there. Why did I decide this? I'm so dumb.